Alright, so you start, like, you need to, like, crunch up a bunch of the ingredients into, like, a powder and just, like, spray it around the circle.
Okay.
And so sort of, Leslie sort of helps you to sort of get all the stuff you need.
I'm not helping him. I'm just getting my own shit.
What basically, like, he'll need, like, confirmation that the stuff he needs is something he can get out, and I assume you tell him if he asks you.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I saw the list.
Question.
Yes.
Am I able to read any of the runes he's writing down?
I assume it's in deep speech.
It's in deep speech with fucking...
I don't think deep speech has a script.
Might.
I don't know. I nod towards Yodel as I leave the room. Like, kind of nod, come here. Kind of nod.
Yeah. I'll go to him as he leaves.
Wouldn't they be like arcane runes that I could have possibly read in a book somewhere? I don't know.
Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, it's, like, I can't tell you, like, stuff you wouldn't know, but, like, basically, like, with that, you recognize that this is definitely, like, procedural, ritualistic casting. Like, this is a very, like, not high level as in, like, high level, like, first level, second level, but, like, this is a very potent spell. And this book looks very professionally, like, made. And then, like, the ritual they're doing, like, whatever, like, you wouldn't know any of the symbols that they're sort of, like, etching down, but you're seeing that this is, like, requires a large amount of sort of, like, force in order to be, like, done, which is why I probably need 7 people to perform. Elliot sort of walks up to the circle and says, "So do we, like, sing Maya and hold hands around the circle, or, like, what?"
More aggressive singing than that, but maybe.
I need to make the powder out of this stuff, and then I put it in the thing. I don't know, what else does the book say?
Essentially, after that, everyone just needs to put their hands on the circle, and there's an incantation in the book.
Okay, so after I put the powder in the thing, we all touch the circle.
The liquid, what I can...
Yeah, that's why I took you outside.
Oh yeah, we went
I was
outside.
gonna get the liquid from you, maybe not in front of the people who would question why we need goat's blood.
Yeah, that's a good. That's a good point. Yeah, they tried to question whether there's goat blood for cleanup.
Yeah, I went outside with Yodel, and
yeah.
I'm just looking around for a sign to, like, not do this, like, anything. Like, I'm literally praying for something to tell me what the fuck is happening. And what the fuck we're doing.
A sledgehammer?
It basically is now.
Oh my goodness.
Man, this is what being antisocial for like 4 sessions has led up to.
Oof. We can no longer, like, you can no longer leave our sites.
Zedel had to go off on her own now. She has to
We are putting a bell around your neck.
Don't fucking treat me like a dog. Oh,
You are part wolf.
Don't treat me like what I am.
Okay, so Julian, do you go get the goat's blood? With
yeah. I just.
All right.
We leave
praying
the
that a
room.
blossom lady shows up and says, "Don't do this, you fucking idiot."
Don't do this. Please don't.
But you know, hey, if nothing happens, fuck it.
Alright, so I make the powder.
Alright, so you sort of like, have to like salt it essentially with your fingers around the circle, sort of keeping it within the lines.
Dante's doing the
Salt
that
Bay.
one dude.
The Salt Bay.
Yeah, you're sprinkling it.
Fuck's sake.
Alright, everybody. Okay, so the book says that now that the powder has been salted on the circle, we all get in the circle, we touch the ring, and we start chanting this.
You okay,
they stand outside of the circle, not inside it.
Well, I mean, that's what I meant. Whatever.
Yeah.
Just do the thing. Okay, everybody, start chanting.
All right, so everyone just kind of starts saying the thing. It doesn't say you need
We
to
are
say it
so
all at the same
fucked.
time, and Elliot is saying it very slow.
Yeah, I was probably saying it like super.
He's so.
Elysia's probably matching Elliot. She's just...
And then it says to say it 8 times,
Oh.
and then as you do it, nothing happens.
Oh. Well, that was anticlimactic.
The circle doesn't like light up. Nothing changes. It's just the same.
We need to do the damn thing in the woods.
Yeah.
We didn't need to clean the woods. I kind of stand up and like dust my hands off as I begin to leave.
To Elysia, does this look like a cleaning ritual? Can I do like Arcana or something?
Yeah, do an Arcana check.
Disadvantage.
So why didn't the
Oh,
ritual
shit!
work?
Oh, wow.
Those strings are attached to me.
Leslie, this doesn't look like a cleaning ritual. You see goat's blood.
Smell goat's blood.
Hey! You know, I never heard of a ritual that had, fucking goat's blood in it.
Fuck
Elliot,
off.
Elliot says, "You ain't done many rituals, kid." And then he just starts walking out of the room.
So that's my.
Cleaning
Good one, everyone.
rituals involve goat's blood?
As he passes Gale, he says, "This fucking blows," and he just walks out the room.
I am just as disappointed as you, sir.
Lizzie, you're missing an arm. Go to the hospital.
No.
No.
Alright, tear off your other arm and shove it up your ass or something. I'm out of here.
Miriam puts a hand on Leslie's shoulder and gives her back 5 hit points.
Drunken hit points.
And then
Get it.
she'll go to leave.
Lazy's gonna fire gunner.
Miriam walks into Julian and says, I'm kind of actually glad I didn't do anything."
You
I'm
have
going
no
to-
idea how relieved.
Leave the room
So
through this area.
Gale, make an Arcana check.
Okay, but like, legitimately, do you think I should go to the hospital?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you tore your arm off.
Hey, I cut it off with a heated blade. There's a difference between tore and cut.
He looks at you just like with the most I am done with this shit face.
Done.
We are so fucked.
Hey, if I'm still up and I've cut my own arm up, I can take on the world.
Gale, this looks like it doesn't look like a portal spell. It's like there's stuff about portals and planes in here, but there's no like there are certain runes that deal with like the activation and creation of portals. There's no portal spell involved in this ritual. This spell, like the way that it works, no way should it involve a portal opening or like being summoned or something.
Leku walks up to Dante and says, "May I read the book, please?"
I mean, I guess, if you're into that kind of thing, here you go.
I'm gonna skim over the ritual we just did.
Yo,
And
Julian,
what do I read?
I'll see you in the morning, Julian. I'm gonna go to bed and then go to that place.
That place.
Fair enough. Make sure you oil your arm.
I'll be fine. Don't worry.
You'll be
It's
fine.
this totally.
Leku,
This.
Cut off your own
you
arm.
guys did the ritual by the book. There's nothing in this book that contradicts what you guys just did.
Yeah, but like, what else do I read? Do I realize it's not a fucking cleaning spell?
Nowhere does it say anything about a cleaning spell. It's talking about like ritualistic symbols and like contact with other things.
Well, of course I've been lied to. That was
Like,
just seemed
when you
about
walked in here, the room was
trouble.
already clean. Look around.
Wow, smart kid's actually an idiot. Can you believe it?
Look,
Oh, I like you.
I don't know what we did, but we all have our... never mind. We all are alive.
Yeah, silver lining, I guess.
And
Hey, I'm
are
feeling-
you
I'm feeling
okay,
better than ever.
Dante? I kind of raise an eyebrow specifically at Dante. Even more specifically at his head. You know, I kind of shoot him a look that says, "Is that dude in your head still screaming, 'Please tell me,' without Leku knowing?" .jpg.
Big.
All
in a
that
look.
on an eyebrow.
Yeah, all that in a look.
No, well, we're both very charismatic, so
Yeah.
I immediately understand what he's conveying.
Yeah.
You talk through face motions.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's part of being
One of the boys.
it's part of being a boy.
It's a boy's
All right,
feature.
so I walk up to him. All right, I walk up to you, and I just kind of like start whispering in the ear. Okay, right? Yeah. He keeps saying "now" every like 2 seconds,
Now what?
but like now it's silent. He's not saying anything.
Oh, so that's
He's
shut him up?
quiet. I guess.
Okay, good.
I don't know. Maybe it freed me. I don't know.
No, he'll be back.
I mean, probably.
Hey, DM.
Yeah.
Can I take Elise's gonna take her jacket off? And she's gonna summon up a sewing kit.
He the voice stopped talking once I finished drawing the circle.
Okay. So that's, you know, hey...
Like it was just gonna, with the book, just start walking out.
we don't have a
Well,
book.
it's my phone.
headed
Yeah,
back
it's his
to the,
phone.
like, freshman house.
It's my cell phone.
Oh, well,
My
Oh, yeah.
cellular device is
You
in your pants, sir.
Like you just stole your phone. Yeah, he has pictures of the book on his phone. He doesn't actually have a book.
Yeah, can I have my phone back there? Kind of need that. I get calls from my dad.
Can I ring him
Okay.
as he says that?
Yeah.
Oh, there
Is
he is.
Julian's contacting your phone, Dad?
We did that thing where we like pressed our faces against glass so it looks like we're like appearing on the screen and shit.
very well.
I'll be right back.
But I'm going to be asking about this more.
That's fine. I would expect nothing less from someone like you, buddy. And I kind of like boop his nose.
Well, we'll let you go back to the freshman to our bedroom where Yertle sitting there, disappointed in what has transpired.
I'm going to fucking sleep.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go
Ah,
see
have
what
fun.
Elysia's pulling out of the fucking trunk. I haven't heard of this thing. She's pulling out
I'm
like a
gonna
whole
start.
sewing kit.
I need to start cleaning this up.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna get like a broom and start sweeping the fucking like... Make sure this place
Do
is
you want to
clean.
use your broom ball broom?
No, it'll be covered in like goat's blood and shit.
That's not my problem.
If not, I soak it
Please.
up in something and like prestigitate it clean. But you know, I spend a bit to clean this up. And well, fuck the tables. I don't move them back. I don't give a shit.
You know, just multiple places have been broken in. Nothing too sus.
Yeah. It's we've done a lot. This is a lot for not even the first week.
Yeah, the week is not even out, and
We have a different heist to do tomorrow anyway.
Oh fucking hell.
yeah, we have a completely different heist now.
Wait, are you guys shouting about this in the room?
No.
We're already out.
DM.
Mhm.
Can I sew the bottom end of my jacket shut, so the top, and then just fill it up with parts before zipping it up, and carry it by the sleeves?
Yeah, sure.
Just get a jacket full of parts.
I leave as she's like stuffing her bra with fucking like cufflinks and gears
This
and
is a laziest form of stealing money. Just parts.
fucking screws and shit.
Oh yeah, so if you fill the bag with stuff,
Just a bottle of grease.
The makeshift bag. And
and with that, it's like so late on Thursday, as you guys all just kind of waddle back into the freshman house.
Oh fuck. The thing that would just fucking end it all right now is if like 5 teachers were just in there as we walked in.
just waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
We would be
fucking
busted
knew.
instantly.
Would be fucked.
Elliot says, "I don't know why the fuck I walk back here. I don't live here." And he starts walking the other
No,
way.
Elliot, come stay with us.
He says, "Yeah, you're right," and he goes over to the rock and just passes out on top of it.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna go in and grab him a blanket.
Oh my god, wait, is Todd
You
asleep?
can give him my blanket.
Is Todd asleep?
Oh crap, Leslie, you're not back yet, but yes.
If I get there and I see Elliot passed out, can I push Todd out of the hammock and just go over and carry Elliot? To put him in the hammock?
Yeah. So Julian, you get Elliot a blanket.
Yeah, I get it.
Elliot would be so confused. Not only did he not go to sleep that night with a blanket, but he also did not go to sleep in a hammock.
We should put him on the roof.
Yes.
No, put Todd on the roof.
Put Todd,
Oh, yes.
put Todd in the bath in like water.
Yeah, like, wait, oh shit, do we have any spare
Drown
coats
him.
left?
Kill Todd.
Spare coats left.
Oh, I wish I had my grappling gun.
Put him on the foosball table.
I could just grappling gun up.
We'll strip him, put him on the foosball table, and leave him.
No,
Yeah,
strip
put
him and put him on the
his
rock.
On the
Nah. Actually, yeah.
oh, fucking
Put it on
hell.
the rock and have like drawings like
Yeah.
with like
Fucking random
sacrifice.
symbols all over the rock. And him. We like painted on his body.
yeah.
We could totally frame Todd for stealing the book and breaking into the library. Todd can take the fall.
So you're gonna put
Oh.
Elliot in the hammock and Todd on the rock next to all the scribblings and like all the illegal stuff you
Todd-
did.
No.
Yes.
No, we're not writing
Yes.
anything about the
Yes.
book on the rock. Nothing about the book goes on the rock. Actually, you guys do what you want to do. Julian's asleep.
Well, no,
right?
the symbol was
Still
already
don't
on the
shit.
rock.
Oh,
Yeah, the
fuck.
symbol's already been drawn on the rock. It's a done deal
Actually,
there,
yeah.
buddy.
The symbol's probably drawn on like 10 objects in this fucking school already.
Yeah.
So, wait, okay, so here's the full thing I do. Todd on the rock, Todd naked, Todd with a dick on his forehead.
Ah, whose dick?
Okay, just
No, it's like drawn on.
Oh, good.
do you draw it on or do you like carve it into his forehead or like what do you do?
Alasia's not. Alasia would kill him trying to carve it in with how she's in. Considering she's drunk and she's very heavily hurt and sleep deprived.
Just go to the
Wait,
fire
nah,
and
you-
land
did
it
you
into his
drink?
forehead.
Probably like half the bottle.
Shit.
But you're dead.
Fucking staple his own cock to his head.
What the fuck, boys?
I'm just gonna draw like one of those really cartoony, really bad, like 4-year-old dick drawings on his head. and then go to
4-year-old?
bed.
Don't draw a 4-year-old dick on his head. What the fuck?
No, you know the really bad one that like 4-year-old would.
Yeah, sure.
bad dick.
I know exactly what you're
Yeah,
on about.
obviously. 4-year-olds draw dicks around me all the time.
I might
Yeah.
be sleep deprived myself.
Alright, so you guys will kinda huddle off to bed after a while.
I think eventually I like grab my blanket and sleep in front of the fire, like just on the couch or something. It needs to just be alone.
Gar and
dumb.
Marion are out there.
No, yeah, Gar and Varian are not there. I just didn't move them yet.
Oh, that would be great if they were still sitting there as if nothing happened.
Are you still smoking, Julian?
Nah, I'd probably like
Alright, yeah.
toss it in the fire eventually. Hotbox myself.
So you guys have been sort of waking up kind of early-ish, like maybe around like 7 or 8 every single morning.
Yeah.
Because Elliot usually wakes us up.
Friday morning, you guys hear screaming as Elliot bursts in the door and starts screaming. Goes, guys, get up, guys, get up! And he like falls over this couch and collapses on top of Julian and starts shaking him awake.
Fucking
It says,
vibrate
"Julian,
awake, just like
You're
what?
late for math!
Am
You're late for
I
math!
I'm late for
He's shaking you.
math! Shit! What time is it?
He's like slamming you into the beanbag, going, "It's like 12. You're late for math."
It's
And,
lunch!
like,
Yeah, I get up and follow him. I'm helping. Jesus!
sprints up the stairs and screams, "You guys are late for math!"
Guys, it's lunchtime. Go.
God.
What?
Piper is completely
What the
awake
fuck?
and ready to go.
Piper's already at Matt. Like, it just cuts there, and she's just there, like swinging her
Yeah,
feet.
no,
as she's sitting.
Piper's at math. Piper's so at math.
Piper, Varian, and Gar are at Matt.
Yeah.
Not very in car.
Jesus.
Wait, is Todd still asleep on the stone when Elysia goes?
Yeah, Todd's just out.
No, leave Todd. Leave Todd.
Elliot says, "We gotta get the fuck out of here, guys," and he sprints to the door and he screams, "No breakfast!"
No breakfast.
Run, boys, run!
Run, boy, run.
Oh, Jesus.
God, this is great.
Wait.
Anyway, we go to math class.
So the whole freshman class shows up to math, except
As if we've all just been at a fucking party and, like, hungover and shit.
oh my, and Elysia's showing up with her arm
Yeah, what the fuck?
fusion.
Holy shit.
Elliot is like full on like sprinting, and like every 5 feet he like runs 5 feet back to like keep like motioning for you guys to like follow him.
Elysia's running
He's
with
like,
us.
he's like, oh, they're gonna have my ass. Oh, they're gonna slice my ass off with a wand knife.
Those
What?
exist?
Those sound awesome. Let's go, boys!
And as Elliot's running, he suddenly stops, like, and, like there's like a screech as his shoes
Oh,
crashing into the pavement. And he runs into, he sees Headmaster Dorian just kind of like calmly walking as he whistles with his hands in his pockets. He says, hello, sir. And he like stands like attention, like with a salute.
Oh my goodness.
And Dorian is the same, like, he's got the big old green wizard hat. He's got all the flowing little billowing robes. And he's got this big, like silver pocket watch with like a green clock face, like on his coat.
Around his neck.
He says,
It's bling.
yeah, his like Fava Flav, like
I'm gonna wave at him with my mechanical arm.
he waves back and says, hello. Hello.
Howdy.
Hi!
Hello.
He goes to like make his way past. He says, excuse me, Julian, Elliot, can I
Yeah, it's a good day for a walk, isn't it?
He says, oh yeah, it's a rather fine day, rather sunny out.
Hey.
Oh dear.
Right.
Oh, Dante, you know what that?
Yeah. It's
Dante and Alessi high five.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, might
Dante
grab
didn't
some
do anything.
sunscreen
He
or
just
something.
in on it.
No, Dante's getting the pictures.
Yeah, I have all
Wait.
the pictures.
Also, were you the ones that wasn't it Dante that took him out of the hammock?
No, I pushed him out.
I
I did
okay,
that
that was
all.
just you. Okay, I didn't know that was just you. Okay. So, yeah, Headmaster Dorian just like walks right by, and Elliot is like staring at him as he walks past, and then as soon as he's like, not even like out of earshot yet, he like hoofs it across, like he splashes through the fountain. Just to cut across to the
yeah, I
changing
follow. I'm going through the water as well.
Whoa! Alesia's woofing and like a cowboy fucking thing as they're running.
What are those noises? Why is she making them?
Why is
Okay.
Elliot still here?
Elliot like bursts into the room with you guys. And he says, Mr. Cooper, I'm so sorry we were late. Elliot says, Mr. Cooper, I'm so sorry. We all overslept. Crazy thing that happened. Just everybody sit down. I turned around like to all you guys. Like, just,
Yeah, Alia lost her arm. Alicia, no, Alia. We had to find her a robot one.
One of the girls, her arm is gone, and we all helped her. So
We
medical
all
emergency.
Hey, it's better now. It's got a badass mechanical.
It is not better.
It is not better. I think it's better.
Shut the fuck up.
Look, dude, you gotta make sure it's not infected.
I think it,
It-
looks
It
way
isn't.
better.
Well, you say
Did he
that.
chlorize the wound?
Yeah, no, I heated the blade that I cut it with.
Mr. Cooper just gets up in front of the room and just says, all right, we're going to review what we've been talking about for 3 hours.
he been teaching this whole time?
And Piper looks like condescendingly at you all.
Yeah, let's do this, boys.
Can we go on cool math games?
Cool. I want to play Lava Boy 1.
Fuck's sake. No cool math game.
Cool math game. Me and my friend found that on accident once.
Holy shit. Fucked me up.
Cool math
Alright,
game.
Mr. Cooper starts explaining what all the 4 signs do.
But it's
What
general
sign?
math.
He says,
Oh,
so
those 4 signs.
the plus sign is used to add 2 numbers together. Here's an example. If I had 1 cookie and I got another cookie,
3.
how
Fuck!
many cookies would I have? And he raises his arms in like a shrugging motion as if like asking everybody.
Can I write Piper times Gar equals asshole squared?
Ooh.
Ooh.
On the
Ew.
table.
Can I just carve it in the table using my back to hide it?
We're gonna do it with a knife or with your sword.
I'm gonna pull out my using it as a butterfly knife.
The fuck?
Ooh, a fellow
Bale
knight.
song?
Yes.
Yaddle about the question. He like puts up his hands and starts using his to try and count that, and then he just shrugs.
Shrugs.
You know you guys
wait.
got calculators on your phone. If you guys actually can't.
1 cookie plus 1 cookie? You got a hungry boy on your hands.
That's 2 cookies.
Yeah, it's definitely 2.
He says, "Very good. 20 points to that table." And he
Woo.
points at this table.
Oh, there's points?
Hell yeah.
He says, "All right, if I have 2 cookies and I eat a cookie, how many cookies do I have?"
1.
Technically still 2. The other cookie's just still in your stomach.
He says,
Technically,
"Correct."
this is right.
And then he points at this table. He says, 20 points.
Woo!
And he says, "If I had a cookie and I had a cookie 7 times, how many cookies would I have?"
You'd have 1 cookie, but 7 times.
He says, "Very good. 70 points."
Oh, shit.
What is this point?
I love math class.
Dante, share some points over, yeah? Number some points.
He says, "If I have a cookie and I order pizza, how many cookies do I have?"
You'd have a cookie and
Cookie and
pizza.
pizza.
Wait,
Wait
yeah,
a minute.
what's
Are the cookies on the pizza? Did you order cookie
Does the
pizza?
pizza come with a cookie?
He says, "Yes."
You have the
You
ingredients.
Yes.
need to have
One
2
question.
cookies.
You have the ingredients for a goddamn blessing.
He says, "Everyone gets 3 points."
Like he was
Mr.
just
Cooper
hitting
is
his
actually a
head on a
delusional
table.
Man.
If everyone at this table adds their points together, we have 12, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Cooper is just a delusional old man that the school hasn't bothered to tell that he doesn't work here. They just let him go about
He just
doing
keeps showing up.
Because he teaches. Well, they don't have to pay him because he's delusional, and he teaches.
But
2
they pay him
classes
in
that
cookies,
don't actually-
obviously.
Alright,
He
sorry
gets
about that.
paid in cookies.
He got the pink slip like 12 years ago, but they just kept letting it happen.
Like he's just silently just hitting his head on his table.
Math is awesome.
So throughout class, there's just the like ever-present thump of like him just like clonking his head into the table as he hates this.
Kind of look at Leka, then look at Miriam. Just, I think the ritual worked.
She says,
Oh.
"If we made him stupid, we need to do that in every single classroom."
Wait,
That would be
but
excellent.
wait, what? Yes, actually,
That's
yes.
Then
we'll just get toasted
Do it
first.
on Piper.
all of a sudden, Mr. Cooper just like stops in the middle of his sentence and is just silent and just like stands.
Well, right, boys, we're done.
If he doesn't come back in
Wait,
15
yeah.
minutes.
Wait 15 minutes.
War's over.
And as you guys all open to like open your mouths to like say something about the fact that you just stop moving, all of you guys are frozen.
Oh.
Oh fuck.
And you guys can move your eyes, like you can look around. But as
Lucky
you're looking,
can't. Probably can't because he probably got
It's
frozen
like
as he was.
right as he hit his head.
yeah, so like you're just face down on the table.
It's like lagging, and you just hear like the thump over and over again. This one's
Oh no,
stuck in the door
it's like
in a glitch.
Gary's mod.
Yeah, it's like a glitch happening. Just like,
Yeah, you don't do proper glitch.
Okay.
Sounds like two
so-
robots having sex.
Really, only Gale, Miriam, and Julian can see this. But you see the mirror in the corner of the room start to like shimmer and like
Oh, no.
bubble.
Bubble.
Yeah, like bubbling.
Hey,
Like the
glare.
glass is bubbling.
It's a jacuzzi on its side.
Oh,
Yeah.
And as that happens, you see a form step out of the mirror.
Oh shit. We've done it, boys. We've summoned
did it.
Lucifer.
we did it. We did it.
Lucifer!
A
Daddy
singular moth flies out of the mirror.
Uh-oh.
Lucifer. Oh no! Oh, no! Oh no!
This is
Fucking Julian.
Oh yeah, I'm freaking out. I'm like sweating.
Sweating.
Pop the wire.
Wait, what if it bites on a mechanical arm?
You don't know it's gonna bite you.
I know,
It
but, like-
just starts like very like just flying around the room, and then all of a sudden a second moth flies out of the mirror.
Oh, this is gonna be a moth creature. It's a creature
Mothman.
made entirely of moth.
it's a swarm of moths.
Isn't there like a
I fucking-
Mothman? Weird.
I fucking hate moths.
They're alright.
And then you see a third moth fly out, and then you see a leg step out of the mirror, and it's
Boy.
like a goat's leg. It's got a hoof and it's got fur.
Lucifer, daddy!
I thought your daddy was person. Come on. stick
No,
to
no, no,
yourself.
no, no. That's the devil, because it's Lucifer's daddy.
Uh,
I think. I don't know.
The Lucifer and the devil are the same person in a sense.
And
Oh,
you
I like
see,
right?
Gil, you probably you can't move at all.
I think Mage Hand also requires like a sigil thing, so
It
You need to be
requires
able to move.
everything that we can't move.
yeah.
You can't throw
What?
up game
And then
signs.
you see a second hoof step out of the mirror
It's a goat.
as a
This
yeah,
could be
a
an
goat walks out.
archfey. A centaur archfey.
It's the goat from the bullet that we took the
Oh,
blood.
no, this is the fucker we killed in Lightfall.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! No.
No, and you see this form emerge out of the mirror. And it's this figure. It looks like a humanoid, but it's covered in a swarm of moths that are just flying around it. And you see sort of protruding from the moths are just two enormous arms that have these long, like, horribly skinny fingers that are like horribly veiny and twisted. And it's like this disgusting brown Caucasian color. And you see that sort of rooting out of the moths in like various places. The moths kind of like swim around him, kind of like vaguely disguising his shape. They look like tree roots and like branches. And he has two antlers coming out of like what seem to be his head.
Well, yeah, I'm sweating big time now. This ain't right.
Hey, Julian, buddy, I could really use a play-by-play.
I shoot Dante a look with my eyes that says this huge thing just walked out of the mirror behind you. It's got moths surrounding its head and antlers.
No, Julian's doing Morse code with his eyes.
Dante totally understands as you just like signal him.
Perfect. Okay, I'm screwed.
Dante's being killed first.
Okay. I signal him my will.
Okay, I got it.
Even though Julian could just change it if he wants.
Yeah.
While they can all see this, Dante, Alesia, and Yertle, you can all see across the room behind Miriam and Julian is a little clock, and it's stuck with both hands up on the 12.
Oh, shit.
Crap! We're screwed. We're gonna die.
Can Alesia signal panic with her eyes?
And the clock second hand is like quivering, like it's trying to move. And
Cool.
this, you hear like the clip clop of hooves as this thing slowly
Area
strides
of
across the room,
paralysis.
Oh, Cooper!
and he holds out his hand and slowly clenches it, and Mr. Cooper just drops to the floor.
Oh,
Nope,
yeah, he's
that's
dead.
gone.
He is super dead.
And then
GG.
you hear the thing speak. It just this guttural like voice just emits, and it's pretty already just indistinguishable what the hell he just said. He just says something.
Do I understand it at all? Knowing Sylvian and Elven?
No.
Alright, he ain't one of mine.
Okay. What?
Dante, this is all your fault.
No, it's not. It can't possibly be my
It's
fault.
definitely Lecky's and
Is it deep speech?
No, it's not.
Crap. Well,
I think the DM would know if one of us understands the language.
The thing slowly puts an arm around Dante, like he's putting him in a headlock or something.
Put it here, pal.
And as he does this, the door suddenly bursts open.
Abraca, fuck you!
Abraca, fuck you! And then it's the headmaster person with a magical machine gun.
Yeah, I was gonna. The headmaster,
gun.
Oh shit.
The headmaster is standing there, and then the headmaster says, "Abraca, fuck you!"
Abraca, fuck.
And a bunch of you see 15 magic missiles burst out of this guy's wand and all slam into this thing.
They just go around Gale's head.
They just zoom around everybody, just like
It's
all
magic
over the place.
missile,
Like,
boy. Can't
Oh my
miss.
god, it's like a
Can't
rave.
miss.
It's like a rave of magic missiles. They're all rainbow colored, and they just like zoom around, and they'll just implode into this thing. And the thing like crumples and like slams into the box. And then it stands up, and it holds its hand out the same way it did to Mr. Cooper in front of Dorian, and Dorian stops, like he's being held by like telekinesis or something, and
Held person, yeah.
the thing walks, sort of strides through all of the stools and tables over to him, and then taking both hands, rips his eyes out.
Oh.
Oof.
And
Oof.
you're just like the squirt as blood just like pours down his face, and the thing takes the guy's 2 eyeballs and he sets them on the desk in front of Miriam and Alesia, and then with the blood on his hands, he draws like a little smiley face
Oh, that's so
underneath the 2
brutal.
eyes.
Can I stare at him with my
sadistic.
already missing arm? Like, fuck you. This ain't affecting me.
And then he goes back over to Dorian, and like where his head should be, but like is like obscured by the moths. He puts it up to Dorian's neck, and you hear the disgusting sound of like chomping and just like teeth like gnawing on like meat. And then Dorian just kind of crumples to the ground, and the thing just kind of keeps walking around, and it's like inspecting all of your guys' faces very clearly.
I am glaring at it. Like,
He like
Boy.
leans over to Leslie and like puts a finger on her chin and like looks at her, and then moves over to Gale and starts just like examining him as he's like completely unable to move.
Can I try and resist this inability to move like struggle against it.
Like you can't hear, like you can hear, but like you can't see anything. You heard a disgusting noise. You heard somebody crumble
like
or you heard
I
abracadabra.
don't know what's going on. I
You
don't
heard a
know
bunch of
what's going on,
explosions,
but, like,
and then you heard another body crumple to the floor.
That was his final words. Can we write that on his tombstone?
Yeah, Abraca, fuck you.
Oh, but like, can I at least try and like resist this?
No,
No.
No.
you're just you're frozen. You can't do
Fuck.
anything.
Nah.
Well, we lost the headmaster.
Headmaster lost his head.
Yeah, quite
He
literally.
can't be headmaster anymore.
He can be torso master.
We're so messed.
Oh no, the headmaster.
The thing is, like, inspecting Varian, and then, like, you feel something, like, grabbing at the like, at your robes.
Oh no.
He's still alive.
Oh no.
And you hear, like, a disgusting gurgling noise, like someone is, like, gargling water, and you feel something tapping you.